Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new Ninjago video here on the channel. My name is TannerFishies. In today's video, we are going to be discussing every piece of news that was revealed at San Diego Comic-Con 2024 for Ninjago Dragons Rising, whether it be for Season 2 Part 2, which a lot of people have seen already thanks to the leak brought to us by the streaming service known as Peacock. Thank you, Peacock. Or whether it be for Dragons Rising Season 3 or even stuff beyond, which we do have some stuff for the Beyond section, so you might want to stay tuned. And I will be talking about a lot of these reveals later on in their own dedicated videos. This video will be just my initial bare bones thoughts on a lot of this stuff, since we have a lot to get through. Like I said, more videos are coming later with more in-depth thoughts regarding each of these subjects. And I don't think there will be any spoilers for Part 2 in today's video, but if you wanted to, I guess, remain absolutely blind to Part 2 stuff, maybe skip this one, but this video will not contain major spoilers. So we have a couple of different ways in which information was revealed. We have information that was revealed directly from the Comic-Con panel, and we have information that was revealed through the Q&A section, the questions and answers portion of the panel. Let's talk about what exactly was mentioned at the panel specifically and highlighted, then we will talk about Q&A stuff. So first of all here, this was mentioned. Eren has a long journey ahead of him to get his powers, not elemental, and it will be complex. He has the potential to be the best. So sure, more stuff with Eren's journey. They did confirm that Eren does not have an elemental power, and he more likely than not will not get an elemental power. But we do know that he is still training in his Spinjitzu. That is essentially what his power is, his special object Spinjitzu. Apparently his journey is long and winding. We've seen that before. Then we have this that was mentioned. You will see Chima again, but not in a way that you'd expect. So this could mean a couple of things. This could mean either Chima characters, which we will have more on that here in a second as well, but this could be just the Kingdom of Chima. We have seen the Wildness a bunch, but maybe Chima itself will play some type of major role at some point down the line. Who's to say, but Chima appears to be coming, more Chima stuff, so Chima fans, good for you, I suppose. Then we have this, which pretty much confirms that Dragons Rising will end someday. We want an arc of fresh storylines before a refresh. We have more narrative space with Dragons Rising being serialized. There is an end to this story, but we can't say when that will be. So yeah, just more stuff with Dragons Rising being a serialized narrative, meaning that every season plays a part in telling a larger storyline that connects every single season. Eventually that storyline will end, and there is an end in sight. I'm curious what they meant by before a refresh, before an inevitable follow-up series after Dragons Rising wraps up, because I feel like Ninjago is not ending with Dragons Rising. There will probably be something more after Dragons Rising. We also have this right here referencing Season 3 directly. Season 3 will see the inside of a realm not seen before. So hooray for more new realms. Could be the realm of Lee, which we have not seen just yet. We've only heard that realm be mentioned. Or it could just be an entirely new realm altogether. I mean, we still have a lot of realms that have not revealed themselves. I imagine every realm will be addressed, at least before Dragons Rising is over. Season 3 will see a new realm. Then we have this for 2026. This is the only thing that was mentioned regarding the 15th anniversary of Ninjago. That was advertised to be a pretty major part of the panel, and it was addressed, but only here, when they said 2026 will introduce something that Ninjago fans will not expect. I assume they mean in reference to the 15th anniversary, which again was a major advertising point for this panel. Now, in terms of what fans would not expect, I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I feel like Ninjago Legacy is not likely then, because a lot of people were expecting Ninjago Legacy. But maybe Ninjago Legacy is unexpected, because a lot of folks also would not expect LEGO to bring back Legacy. I'm not so sure, but regarding the 15th anniversary of Ninjago, this is all that was mentioned. Then we have this, which ultimately was revealed in Part 2, so I guess it's not really a spoiler to say this because it was mentioned at the Comic-Con panel, but the Tournament of the Sources has been going for centuries, and the city temples are built to honor the dragons. Elemental masters from all realms will compete. Yep, we saw a lot of that go on in Part 2, so again, I feel like there's not much to say, and it's also not really a spoiler then if it was mentioned at the panel. And now we enter the questions and answers portion of the panel. This is when fans would come up and ask questions directly to those on the panel. And let's talk about what was mentioned here. So on your screen, you will see a Q and an A, obviously the question and the answer that followed. So first one here, what classic characters are coming back? Answer, we have a few coming soon. Some are blink and you miss it, but there are some fan favorites. We want to honor the legacy that came before Dragons Rising. So yeah, we've talked about older characters coming back in Dragons Rising before, and they have confirmed that yes, some older characters will be back. In terms of who, what, or when, only time will tell. Will Kai get his own seasons soon? There are no more focus seasons, but Kai will get more focus soon. So yeah, focus seasons have been kind of abolished for a while, but Kai will be getting more focus in the future, and I am excited for that personally because throughout Dragons Rising, Kai has been one of my favorite ninja. Happy to see that he's getting more focus in the future. Question, will Dareth come back? Answer, he will not show up, meaning that he will show up. And this was kind of unexpected to me because I'm not a huge fan of Dareth. I thought maybe we were finally done with the brown ninja. Nope, he's coming back, as he will not show up, meaning that he will show up. In terms of when or where, again, we have no idea for sure, but Dareth fans, he is coming back, so I guess good for you. Question, could we see some Chima characters show up? Answer, there are characters that could, and we want to honor Chima. Yeah, so more in line with what we talked about earlier with Chima being mentioned as appearing in a way that we would not expect, I guess some Chima characters might come back too, as there are characters that could. They have characters in mind from Chima that could come back in Dragons Rising. I do find it pretty awesome that Dragons Rising does want to honor Chima, because the Ninjago and Chima feud has been going for a very long time. Well, I guess not a long time since Chima was canceled like 9 years ago, but when Chima was active, the feud was pretty, it was pretty apparent. And obviously, Ninjago won, Ninjago outlived Chima, and I'm glad that they want to honor Chima. They're not kicking them when they're down, they want them to be a part of Dragons Rising. Question, will Lloyd's powers be touched on more? Answer, now that is spoiler territory. We've talked about this in previous videos, the idea that Lloyd's powers will get expanded on. Maybe they will be explained regarding what exactly they are. That mystery will finally be answered after how many years? And here we have another question talking about returning characters. Which older characters will return? Answer, we will only bring back a character if we can develop them more and bring something new to the table. Yeah, so that makes sense, right? Especially major characters, you do not want to have them come back just for the sake of fan service, because that doesn't really help anybody. But if you can bring them back and involve them in the plot in a way that matters, in a way that develops their character even more, I'd say go for it. Someone like Garmadon could easily fit into the plot of Dragons Rising. But again, regarding which characters can return, it kind of just depends on what types of plans they could fit into, what they could do with these characters. Question, will the Fold come back? Answer, there are currently no plans to bring back the Fold. Yeah, so kind of disappointing news here for a lot of people, I imagine, because the Fold is iconic, and obviously their Weekend Whip has been used quite a bit throughout Ninjago, but Dragons Rising is kind of moving in a new direction. I think the Fold could still come back if they really wanted to. If Ninjago really wanted to, they could bring back the Fold, but unfortunately, as revealed by the panel, there are currently no plans to bring them back. Kind of disappointing, but again, I understand why. And finally here, this is going to be controversial. Strap on in, folks. Question, when will Cole and Geo kiss? Answer, keep watching. I kid you not, this was asked at the panel, and the answer that you just read is the answer that was given. I do ship Cole and Geo. I also like Cole and Vanya together. I ship both of those ships, but Cole and Geo, they have a lot of chemistry, and I'm sure this is going to be some not so great news for a lot of people out there, some not so great people out there, but I'm happy about this news. Seems like it's coming. The Cole and Geo pairing will be canon in the future, it seems, so I guess that's good. And like I said, I'm pretty happy about that. And with that being said, guys, that'll pretty much wrap it up for all of the news that was revealed and talked about at this year's Comic-Con panel for Ninjago. Like I said, I do plan on tackling a lot of these concepts more in upcoming videos, just because I have not had a chance to express my full in-depth thoughts on a lot of this stuff, especially lately with all of the other news going on and the hectic release schedule of Part 2. More of my thoughts are coming in upcoming videos, so stay tuned for all of that good stuff, and thank you so much for watching. Leave all of your thoughts down below in the comments. What exactly do you think about all of these announcements, and what are you most excited to see in the future? Leave all your thoughts down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this one, feel free to like and subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very, very soon. Peace.